Hey everybody, Alex Kozora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some Pittsburgh Steelers news, and I am trying to wrap my head around this whole Monday Blockbuster deal that just kept coming and seemed to never end of news, so let's talk about it. Before we start, if you guys could like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the site, SteelersDepot.com, would really appreciate that. Have a ton of information up on the site on everything going on this Monday, which is the busiest June 30th, I think, in Steelers history and probably in NFL history. So I'm going to put on screen right now the finality of the trade terms according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. The Steelers are receiving from the Miami Dolphins cornerback Jalen Ramsey, tight end Jonnu Smith, and a 2027 7th-round pick. Miami is receiving a 2027 5th-round pick and free safety Minkah Fitzpatrick. So Minkah going back to where it all started, to South Beach, to Miami, the team that drafted him in 2018 and then traded him to Pittsburgh in 2019 for a 2020 first-round pick. Ramsey and Smith are coming to Pittsburgh. The draft picks are immaterial, essentially, based on all the other headline names in this deal. So the Ramsey stuff had been teased a bit the last couple weeks. A lot of the insiders thought wasn't going to happen. It does. That news broke first. The question was, where would he play? He has slot experience. He's not quite the elite corner that he once was, but still a very good corner. So you thought maybe he's going to play in the slot, rotate with Darius Slay, maybe Joey Porter Jr. Then you had Minkah on top of that. And Minkah, trading Ramsey, there's a big contract. As of this recording, I don't know all the details on the contract. Schefter said there's a raise to it. There's a whole lot going on right now, clearly, and probably more clarity by the time people listen to this. But, that would make some sense to add Ramsey, get really good at corner, to have 3 strong starters, a guy that can play in the slot. Ramsey can do that. He can be in the backfield. You're really, really secure there. Go all in on defense. Try to have this great defense with an improving offense under Aaron Rodgers. I would have understood that point. Adding Jonnu Smith, I can understand that too. The connections with Arthur Smith, they go way back. Their time in Tennessee. Arthur Smith dealt for him in Atlanta in 2023. Add an offensive, pass catcher coming off his best season of Pro Bowl year. The age would have been a concern. Is there a contract coming on him? I'm not sure as of this recording. Understand that too. Minkah Fitzpatrick, though, going out to going to Miami. My goodness, where is this coming from? I mean, this is a guy that, yes, is not been his typical Minkah self the last 2 years. 2023, hurt, misused, played in the box too much, knee injury, played 10 games. 2024, healthy, not quite his Minkah self, only 1 interception, that pick against Baltimore. Didn't have a level of splash, but still really solid. Great tackler, communicator, one of your pillars of your defense. It was Minkah, it's Cam, it's TJ Watt. And now he goes back to Miami for a 30-year-old tight end, a soon-to-be, 31-year-old cornerback in Ramsey. Make it make sense. Is Ramsey going to play free safety now? Will he replace Minkah? Is going to be Juan Thornhill? Is there another move coming? Who even knows at this point? But I really have a hard time wrestling why you deal away Minkah Fitzpatrick. Were they out on him? The team publicly, and of course they're going to say this, but last year stood by Minkah. They weren't concerned about the lack of playmaking. I thought he was going to bounce back. I still have a lot of confidence in Minkah. Not even 30 yet. Signed through 2026. So that's a real head-scratching decision. That's one of those defining traits of part of your legacy as a GM, if you're Omar Khan, is like, how well does this deal go when you're trading away these pillars and these big names in exchange for these older players on these big contracts. And Ramsey, Smith will probably get a long-term deal at some point. We'll see what exactly that money looks like and the structure of it. But wow. What a move. It feels like you're playing Madden right now, where just these moves come in and you don't see these types of moves in general, these big player-for-player deals. That's more NBA. Free agency for them starting tonight, that's more NHL. It's the other sports, obviously. It's not the NFL, but it is the NFL today, with the Steelers sending out Minkah Fitzpatrick, who's been so valuable, so good for them in so many ways, without a clear plan of who's replacing him. And the return, while it has intrigue, is older and has its own risks. And Ramsey's decline, and Smith being a 30-year-old tight end, did you get the best out of him in the past? What is going on, is my question. Just what is the thought? You put this big major move together, this big offseason defining move, and does this make Pittsburgh better? That's the question. Is Pittsburgh a better team now because of this deal? And it's hard to sit there and look at everything and say, yes, Pittsburgh is. And so why do you make these deals with these big pillar players like a Minkah Fitzpatrick? So that's my initial thought. It's just, A, mind blown. B, is Pittsburgh better? C, why trade Minkah? D, how does Ramsey fit? Where do all the pieces defensively fit from there? And is Pittsburgh even done? Who the heck knows? So that's my initial reaction. A whole lot more coming. Dave and I live streaming tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time, answering your questions. I know exactly what they will be about. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out the site, SteelersDepot.com. Thank you so much. Of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I know you have a ton of them. Thank you again, and we'll talk to you soon.